Williams, and I am your Adobe Animate Flash instructor. And we're going to start out Chapter 1 together. I'm going to walk you through it with my video tutorial. And what we're going to do is I want you to first go into the class page. I want you to go into Files, go into Chapter 1, and go into Chapter 1 Images. Click that. You're going to see 4 images. I want you to download this. Maybe make a folder on your desktop. I want you to download this. Then I want you to launch the software Danza has provided for us, Adobe Animate. And when you launch it, the first thing you're going to see is this Start menu. And I want you to hit Create New. Now remember, you can stop this video, you can go back, etc., etc. So I'm going to try to move. I'm going to try to be succinct with these video tutorials. So I want you to, at the top right here, click Advanced. So in case you missed it, let me just close that one more time. Hit Create New. We're going to start a brand new file for Chapter 1. I want you to click Advanced. I want you to make sure that Action Script 3 is selected. And the author wants us to make our work area a little bit bigger. So make the width 800, the height 600. And pixels is selected. Don't touch the 24 frame rate. That's our default. And hit Create. And now what we're going to see is a work area. And within this work area, we're going to create our animation. So I have the library open. Now I want you to go to Window, and you can see the libraries open. Whatever you want open, just click it. So I need the timeline. So this is the timeline. This is going to help us build a very short animation. So what we're going to do here is you'll see this layer right here. And we're going to go ahead and double click that layer word, and we're going to name this background. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into File, Import to Library. And remember, I told you to download those images. So now we're going to bring them into our Adobe Animate library. So I downloaded my downloads, and I'm going to select these 4 images. I'm going to hit Open, and it's just going to hold it for us. So here it is right here in our library. Now again, how do you find this library tab? Go to Window, Library. Make sure that's checked. Okay, so I'm going to drag the background image onto the stage. Just simply drag and drop, and you'll see by default it created this little black dot. That little black dot is called a keyframe. It means that you have content on the stage. So let's take a look at this. Let's take our mouse and position that image. There, that looks pretty centered. And let's come back here and bring this timeline up. This is a little movable timeline. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring these other images in, but we have to have a layer for each. So if you come over here and see this plus sign where my mouse is on the left, click it. That's going to add a layer. And so let's add a total of, we have 3 images and we're going to add stars. So we need 4 more. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need, okay, background and then 4 more layers. So this is going to, let's rename these image 1. We got to have separate layers for each of these. Image 2, image 3, and this one we're going to do last. This one is a new, something we're going to draw called stars. Okay, good. Now what we're going to do is for image 1, now guys, look, click into the first frame. How do you know you're in frame 1? Right here, it tells you what frame you're in. So click in frame 1 for image 1, and we're going to take photo 1, and we're going to just simply take our mouse and we're going to drag it out on the stage, put it there about to the left. We're going to position them better in a minute. Image 2, I want you to drag this image out onto the stage. Same thing with image 3. We're going to drag this out onto the stage. Okay, good. Now what we want to do is we want to take a look at it with regards to the stage, and we can just click on these respectively. So I'm going to click, when I clicked on the image, it clicked the correct layer, and we can move these around a little bit. So let me move this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. That's nice. We're going to stagger these, move them around a little bit. Okay, good. I like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to just jump right into some basic animation for chapter 1. And this timeline is going to play out, and we're just going to give it instructions as to how to play out. So first of all, you need to note that we are at 24 frames per second. So let's do a 3-second animation. So that's going to be 72 frames. So I'm going to come over here to frame 72. I want you to do this. I want you to take your mouse and hold the shift key down and click all 4 of them at once. And then we're going to come over here to insert, timeline, and I want you to click frame. So we just extended some of this time out for 3 seconds, and this will make sense after we begin. All right, now what I want you to do is I want you to come over here on image layer 1. I want you to click that picture. We want to stagger these pictures per the author's instructions of chapter 1. We're going to stagger these. So take your mouse, hold on to that black little keyframe dot, and I want you to drag it over here to frame 15 and let go. Then we're going to take the second image, hold onto your mouse, drag it over to frame 30. Make sure you stay on the right layer. I almost went accidentally on the wrong layer. And that accidentally went on 31, but that's okay. Same thing. So on the third image, we're going to go over here to 45. Roughly 45. Okay. And now, guys, I want you to press the enter key, and you can see, hey, we're actually beginning our animation, but we want to make these look a little bit better. So I'm going to click onto this image right here, and I want you to do that. I want you to click on the first image. I want you to go to modify, transform, free transform. Let's tilt this a little bit. So take your mouse, tilt it like that a little bit. That's good. For this middle one, we're going to leave B, and the third one, we're going to click on the third image, and we're going to tilt it a little bit just to make it look kind of cool. Okay, now remember, everything that's within this original white box, the stage, is all you're going to see. So see how these edges right here are off the stage? You won't see that when we play the animation. So I'm going to drag this in a little bit, and this one's okay. Okay, so far so good. So now let's take a look. I'm going to hit the enter key. Yay, look at that. We're beginning animation in its most basic introductory form. Now what we're going to do is we are going to add some stars to this, but I'm going to try to keep these videos short. So for now, let's stop on this part. We're going to continue on with the chapter on the next video. Okay, thanks for listening.